Hey guys, it's Melissa here from melissaopen.com. I wanted to jump on here today and to channel some messages for you from the universe. I'm also going to pull some tarot cards, and I'm going to pull some cards from the Ask Your Guides deck by Sonia Choquette to give you some messages of guidance. This has kind of been a difficult weekend. A lot of things have been going on nationally. And this morning I woke up to see that Shannon Doherty had passed away. And of course I was a huge fan of 90210, Gen Xer here. And it's really, it's kind of like a sad weekend because, she fought such a really long time with that horrible disease. And it really hit home for me because, I lost my mom to cancer 2 years ago. It's a hard thing to lose someone. But the song that kept channeling through my brain all morning was I Would Have Loved You Anyway, and it's by Trisha Yearwood. And the lyrics are, if I would have known that my heart would break. And I know it's more of a love song, but it reminds me too of just our relationships in general. We come into this world loving people, not knowing what our story is going to be with them. Sometimes we have people for our entire lifetimes, and sometimes they're just here to teach us lessons. And it can be very heartbreaking when you build this relationship with someone and all of a sudden they're just not there anymore. And I wrote that in my book, Beautiful Mourning. I wrote an actual blog post the other day about how quickly everything in your life can change when you lose someone significant, whether that is a relationship that you had or a physical person passing away. It can change the dynamic of every area of your life. And it's kind of surprising the way that happens. And I detail that more in my book, Beautiful Mourning, which is available on Amazon, about how my life changed in so many ways when my mom passed away. The family dynamic completely changed. But that song keeps coming to mind. And also what the universe was bringing to mind is the scene in the movie 13 Going on 30, if any of you have ever seen that. And Jenna asks her mom, and they're sitting in the kitchen, she asks her mom, like, if you had it to do all over again, would you do something different? Like, if you knew that you were making mistakes, would you go back and change it and fix it and do it differently? And she said no, because if I didn't make mistakes, how would I learn from them? Something to that effect. And that is what the universe is wanting me to point out to you today. Some of you really need to forgive yourself for the mistakes that you've made, whether they were in relationships with people that now you're no longer in relationships with, or whether they were with people who are no longer here. The universe wants me to ask you to forgive yourself, because the only way that we learn is by trial and error. We make mistakes. We're supposed to. We're supposed to make mistakes. That's how we learn. That's how we become stronger. I had a lot of relationships in my life that were pretty hurtful, and one being with my ex-husband. And I remember that whenever I was younger and, a little bit more fiery, I would say to him, like, I wish I'd never met you. And I would really say terrible things to him because he was just so awful sometimes. And now looking back, I'm actually really grateful for him and for those lessons. I have my children, but more importantly, he made me a stronger person and a better person, which I wouldn't have been had I not met him. So we need to forgive those people and forgive those relationships and forgive ourselves and know that everything happens the way it is supposed to. Everything works out in divine order. It's not always easy to understand it when it's happening, but it is the way it is supposed to be. And so forgive yourself for what didn't work out. So that's the main message they wanted me to tell you, because it is important to have those heartbreaks. We have to learn from them, and learning is really painful sometimes. Okay, so we have the 8 of Swords coming out. So you feel paralyzed, like you can't move, but you're putting yourself in some sort of prison. So if there's some area of your life where you feel stuck right now, know that you have a choice to move. You're just not doing it. You're keeping yourself bound. And in this card, you see someone with a blindfold on and also with rope around them. But that blindfold and rope could be easily removed. You have to do it yourself. When you have the 8 of Wands coming in, and this is all about quick, rapid communication and movement. So I think once you realize, hey, I'm the one putting myself in this mental prison, I'm the one keeping myself stuck, communication is going to come in. There's going to be rapid movement and action that is going to bring justice. You have justice, which is all about karma, fairness, balance. So your justice is coming in, but you have to free yourself. And I think that forgiveness is what is going to be important in freeing yourself. And if you need help with forgiveness, I have guided meditation for forgiveness on my YouTube channel, but there's a great website called Radical Forgiveness, which walks you through how to forgive. So you have families, so maybe this issue is deeply rooted in your family, and it's something that needs to take place there. Family is going to be of significance and importance to you. We have the dove of peace, though. So maybe it's time to make peace with that family member. We have new beginnings, so you have a new beginning coming in for you. It's this door, this opportunity. So when something presents itself to you, it's time to walk through that door. And then you have discipline, the master teacher. So it's time for you also to really hone your skills. So with this new beginning coming in, I think it's going to require you to study and to learn something new or sharpen your skills. And then you have compromise. So I think this compromise goes along with this family and peace, and I have trouble. So maybe you need to speak your truth with someone and be willing to see them and their situation halfway, but also stand your ground, speak your truth. Yeah, and you have priorities. The universe wants you to get your priorities straight. Focus on your goals and then work on your self-esteem. I have a 10-day intensive self-love course on my website if you're interested in working on your self-esteem, but you need to work on that self-esteem and get your priorities straight. You have a new beginning coming in, and it's going to bring about a lot of peace, but it's going to require you also to compromise and to speak your truth and work on, loving yourself, because when we work on our self-esteem, we set boundaries, and we learn how to set boundaries with people. All right, I'm going to pull a few cards from Angela Rose, the Sacred Soul Journey deck too, just to see what else the universe wants us to know. Okay, so we have step into the unknown. Yeah, you have this new door coming in for you, and there's a door here too. It's time to trust in the unknown. Have courage and be brave in this next shift. Trust that you know what is the next best step to take, and take it. And you have radical trust. Yeah, it's calling for you to really trust yourself and the universe. Trust that what is meant for you is on its way. You have been trying to make things happen out of survival. Trust that what you want also wants you. Yeah, you're manifesting. And then you have sacred essence. This is all about coming back to you. Close your eyes and feel the rhythm of your sacred essence. Get lost in time. Get lost within yourself. This is a call to deepen the intimacy within. Connect with you. So you need to work on that self-esteem, self-love, self-care. Put your priorities, focus on your goals, because you have new opportunities coming in that are going to bring you a lot of happiness and peace and justice. Karma. I feel like many of you have been through a lot of crap and it hasn't been fair. The universe is about to right that wrong. So just be patient and do the work. Forgive who you need to forgive, especially yourself, because you have amazing things coming in. If you would like to order a copy of my book, Beautiful Mourning, that also helps you work on forgiveness, you can order a copy on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and also Apple Books. And I'm working on the audiobook. It's done. I've submitted it. I'm just waiting for its review. But the audiobook should hopefully be available soon. If you'd like to work on that self-love, you can go to my website, which is in the bio. My link is in the bio in the link tree. And I have the course, the 10-day intensive self-love course.